In this video, we're going to go through a complete blogging tutorial showing you step by step how to set up a blog with different pages, images, videos, and blog posts. And I'm also going to show you how to bring people into your blog so they're reading your blog posts. So then you can start building your community and your subscribers. I'm really excited to show you what's coming up, because if you've been wanting to start a blog or you've got a blog already and you just want some tips, this video has everything you need. This is going to help you so much. I've got everything you need here to get started blogging. You're going to create engaging blog posts that people will love to read. Learn how to make an about page, which tells people all about you and what your blog is about and your story. How to make this great looking homepage and these different sections, which are all completely customizable. You're going to learn how to add in images, videos, paragraphs of text, how to edit that text, add captions, and how to then distribute your blog posts to start building up your fan base and grow your community. Like I said, this video has everything you need to start a blog and get it up and running. I'm going to show you all of this and more in this video. Let's go. All right, let's get going. We've only got 3 steps to do to get your blog up and running. So step 1 is choosing a domain name. Step 2 is creating your blog. And step 3 is called share, like, and repeat. Because this step is kind of a bonus, I've got some tips and tricks for you of my own that I use and my own kind of techniques to getting your blog out there, getting it seen by people who want to read your content and will share and like it so you can get your blog and yourself noticed. So step 1 is choosing a domain name. And to do that, you can start here by clicking on the link in the description, this one right here. So just click that and it's going to take you over to HostGator. And all you do here is click on Get Started Now. This is going to save you up to 60% off your hosting, depending on what you choose. So let's go and have a look at that now. Click on Get Started Now. And here we go. This is where you choose your domain. All you want to do is write a domain name in here. So whatever you want to choose, write that in here. And then you can choose from .com, .online, .site, and anything you want right here. Then scroll down and you want to choose your hosting plan. So you can choose Hatchling, Baby Plan, or Business. You can just go with Hatchling, and this is what I'm going to use. And then choose between a month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 and 36 months. And the more time that you want to host, the more you save. As you can see, you get 60.50% off for 36 months and 50% off for just a month. So choose whatever you want here. And then enter a username and a security PIN. Then enter your billing info right here. You want to make sure that you enter a real email here because HostGator is going to send your details after you've done this. So your username and your password to log in. Then scroll down and you've got some additional services here. These have been added on by default. You can just remove these like that. So just untick those. And then here is the coupon code, and we've got our own coupon code that you can use, which, as I said, is going to save you up to 60% off. And by entering this here and validating it is going to confirm all of these savings for you. So make sure you enter Blog Hero here and then validate that. And as I said, depending on the hosting that you've chosen, this is going to save you a lot. If you go with 36 months or up to a year, you can save 60% off. It's really good. But whatever you want here. And then when you're happy with everything, scroll down here. You want to agree to HostGator's terms and service, and then click on Checkout Now, just here. And you've got your domain name. So that was really easy. And that is going to be the only money that you spend in this. So now, as I said, HostGator will have sent you some emails, your account info. So just click on that and you're looking for the control panel. You've got a few different things in here like your username and password. And you don't need to worry about any of this. You're just looking for the control panel, which is this one here. You have got your portal link here, just so you know, if you ever need to get to your portal on HostGator. And this can even take you to your control panel as well. You've got all kinds of options there. But for now, click on control panel. Then log in with the username and password that you received. And this is your control panel. Don't be overwhelmed by this. There's a lot here, but it's nothing scary. The only things that you are looking for, if you scroll down, you're looking for the software area, which is this one right here, software. So the first thing, you're looking for two things, and they're really quick to do. The first thing you want to do is find the PHP selector right here. Click on that. And this is actually really important because by default, as you can see, the system's default version of PHP is 5.4. And it says currently configured 5.4. So don't worry about this. It's quite technical, but you don't need to worry about it. All you need to do is from the drop down here, click that, and you want to select 7.0 because that's the most recent and stable version. So now click update to update that, and you're done. It's that easy. So now just click this arrow to go back, and you'll be back in your control panel here. Then find software again, just down here, there we go. And next you're looking for quick install. So click on that, and this is where we're installing WordPress to your domain. So here's WordPress, here we go. So click on WordPress here. Then from this drop down, you're selecting your new domain. The one I just bought is startyourdreamblog.com. There we go. So now click on that and then click on next. And here you're just entering some information like your blog title, admin username, which can be you or whoever's doing your blog for you, your first and last name, and your email. So fill all that in, agree to the terms of service, and click on install right here. And you'll see WordPress is installing. Just up here, overall website progress 50%. Here we go. And there we go, all done. And it'll now give you your username and password right here. So take a note of these. You do not want to lose or forget these because it's a right pain if you do. So make sure you write these down, screenshot, copy it, paste it somewhere. Just make sure you've got these. Then when you've done that and you're ready, click on login right here or click on this link. So let's click on login. And you should see this screen. So all you would do now is type in your username and password and click on login. But you may get an error page. You may and you may not, but if you do, don't worry about it. Just wait a few minutes, click that link again, refresh this page, and you should see this screen and you can log in. If you're still seeing an error page or something like that and it's not letting you log in or you're not seeing this page, find your email again, this one right here, and click on your portal link, which is this one. Then log into your portal and then find domains on the left right here and click on the domain that you've just bought. I've got a few here because we create websites all the time, as well as these videos obviously, so we need lots of domains. But click on more right here for the domain that you want to use and then find name servers and click on change. Then click on automatically point my domain to my hosting account. Just choose that and save name servers. And then you want to refresh this screen again and you should see this. So then log in and you'll be on your WordPress dashboard. Congratulations. You've just accomplished something that not many people actually do. So well done for doing this. You're well on your way. Let's start on step number 2. This is your WordPress dashboard. And this is a bit like the inside of your website, if you want to think of it like that. On the left here, you've got a toolbar with lots of different options, such as posts, media, where all your images and videos will be, your pages, comments, WP forms, which I'll be talking to you about a little bit later, appearance, which has themes in it, and a theme is exactly how your website looks and functions, and plugins, which are amazing. And we'll be getting into those a little bit later. You've also got settings down here, and I'll be showing you the best way to set these up later on. You'll also notice here you've got some notifications, and we want to keep this area nice and tidy and organized. So you can just click on the cross to remove these. There we go, much better. You'll also see that it's saying you've got a coming soon page active. And you can remove this by clicking here, and I advise you to do this now because it just looks better and you can check that your website's coming together nicely and that it's working properly. So click here to disable that. Perfect. And now we can click here to view it. So let's view our new website. I'm going to right click and open this up in a new tab. And there we go. Now, it doesn't look like a lot right now, there's not a lot here, but this is going to change in just a few minutes. I can't wait to show you, you're going to be blown away by this actually. This is just a blank canvas ready for you to make exactly how you like. So now let's go back to the dashboard, and on your toolbar you want to go to Appearance and Themes, and then scroll down here and click on Add New Theme here. So this is WordPress's themes page, and there are literally hundreds of thousands of different themes, but we've chosen the best one for you to use, which makes sure that your blog is set up perfectly and works amazingly going forward. We've used so many different themes, and this is by far our favorite one to use. It also works flawlessly with Elementor and Envato elements, which are a couple of plugins that we'll be using, which I promise you gives you a flying head start with your blog. So now let's type in Ocean WP. Here it is. And now all you do is click on Install and then Activate. And now your theme is going to be Ocean WP. It's that quick. Now you'll also see that it's saying that this theme recommends the following plugins: Elementor and Ocean Extra. So let's just install these now because we'll be using both of those. So click on Begin Installing Plugins. Now click here to select both of those. Then from the drop down, choose Install and then Apply. Perfect. Don't worry about this error or whatever it says here. That doesn't mean anything. And you're done. You've got both of those plugins active. Okay, let's have a quick look at our website again. Scroll up here and either click on Visit Site or right click and open it up in a new tab again. And you'll notice that it has slightly changed. It actually looks a bit better than it did before. It's still a blank canvas though, we're getting there. So keep going and you're going to be amazed at what's about to happen. Let's go back to the dashboard. Now let's go to Plugins and Add New. And a plugin gives your blog extra functionality. There are thousands and thousands of plugins. Some are really good, some are really, really bad. We've chosen the best ones for you to use, and this is one of them. Type in Envato Elements, and this is it here. So now click on Install and Activate. And what Envato Elements does, it gives you limitless possibilities on how you can build your blog or website or anything that you want. It is absolutely incredible. There's been nothing else like it. It's a brand new plugin actually, so let's start using that right now. Go to Theme Panel and Install Demos. Okay, here there are several different templates that you can choose from, and each one is built differently, each one looks different, and it has different uses. So this one, for example, is Blogger, so this could be quite a good blogging template. Coach, if you're a personal trainer perhaps, a lawyer, or for a gym. There's all kinds of things here. But we're going to go with the one down here. Where is it? Here we go, Personal. And this again is a blogging template, and I prefer this one so much more over the other one. If we do a live preview, it brings it up. I think this looks fantastic. It's got some really cool animations here. And this is just all set up, ready to go. You can literally install this and have a working blog. It's absolutely fantastic. So let's go with this one. So let's go back to the templates, and now you just want to scroll over and click on it, and it will bring this window up. And in here you want to make sure each one of these is installed and activated. So Ocean Extra is already done. We did that when we installed the theme. So now you just want to click on Install now for each one of these, just like that, and it'll activate it automatically. Perfect, there we go. Activating, and it's all done. And that is it, you're done. So now you want to click on Go to the next step. And now you want to make sure each one of these are ticked. So do that and click on Install this demo. And it'll start installing, it'll start importing everything. It's bringing in all the images for you and putting the whole blog together for you. It's literally doing it for you. So just wait a couple of seconds or up to a minute maybe for that to finish. And there we go, demo imported. So you ready for this? Let's click on See the Result. Again, I'm going to open this in a new tab. And there we go. How amazing is this? It's just created a menu for you up here. This is fully working. It's just incredible. I was blown away the first time I saw this. Just how easy it is to put this together is just incredible. You've got a sidebar here with your recent posts. And that's going to come in really handy a bit later when you've created your post and you've got a fully working blog. So people looking around can see other posts that you've created. I hope you're excited. This is just amazing. We're going to clean this up as well. We're not going to have archives or meta. Probably not going to have categories either. You can choose whether to have recent comments, so when people comment on your blog posts, other viewers can see what other people are chatting about and they can get involved. It's all about creating your community. It's just amazing. I love it. So as you can see here, these are different blog posts, and when I scroll over an image, it darkens slightly. It's really engaging. This is purple right now, but we're going to change that. It's got a name of who created the blog post. Obviously this is set on default because this is James. I've just used his name to create this blog, but anyway, it will say your name when you create a blog post. You can get rid of the date if you want to. That can be quite a good thing to do. So sometimes, if you're stuck or you don't know what to write about, that's absolutely fine. There doesn't have to be a date, so people won't know when the last time you posted was, but that's entirely up to you. And you've got a button here as well, continue reading. It's just great. And so let's click on one, see what the blog posts look like. There we go. This is a blog post right now. And it's all done for you. It's just amazing. You could literally just edit this blog post. It's like a template if you wanted to. You can use it for all your other blog posts that you create. And look at this here. You've got some social media buttons. So people can share your blog posts anywhere on the internet. Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Pinterest, Instagram, all kinds of things here. There's WhatsApp there as well. This is absolutely amazing. I love how this looks. And here, previous posts, you can go to other posts. And you might also like, so it's showing people other posts that you've created. So it's getting people involved in your other content. It's not just letting people read this blog post and then leaving it, it's showing people your other stuff. It's great. And here are comments from people that have enjoyed the post and started commenting. And when we set this up, it'll have a comment box here that people can fill in and their name and then submit the comment and get involved in the community. It's so exciting. Right now it says comments are closed, but that's just on by default for this post most likely. We're going to change that. So there we go. That's a blog post, and that's what the blog is looking like right now. And this is just default. This is what it comes like. We're going to completely change this. You can keep whatever you like. You can change anything. It's so flexible. We're going to change the menu as well. You can have an about page, a home page, and of course a blog page. So I really hope that you're excited for this. When I first started doing this, I couldn't believe it. It's just so easy, and I think it looks fantastic. I can't wait to begin creating your blog with you. Okay, I'm back on the template window and I want to go to dashboard. So I'm going to click on dashboard here. And again, you might have some messages or notifications come up. Get rid of those by clicking no or whatever you want. And then I'm going to skip that because I'm showing you the best way to do this. So we don't need that. Okay, now let's set up the home page. Find elements on your dashboard, which is here, and click on that. This is Envato elements, and this is a bit like the templates that we've just looked at. These are ready-made websites or blog templates, or anything really that you can use to create pretty much anything that you can imagine. It's one of the best things I've seen when creating websites. Creating a website used to take weeks, months, sometimes years to get right. And now with Envato elements and Elementor, you can do it in literally an hour. It's pretty incredible. And there are all kinds of things here. Interior design, a diner, restaurant menu and website. If you're a musician, that's fantastic. If you've got a digital product, you're sorted by using that template. Or maybe you create handmade furniture. That would be perfect. There's all kinds of things here. The one we want to use is on page 2 or 3. Let's have a look. Let's go to page 2 first. And I think it's called Artist. So if we just look around here, there's Arts Festival, that's not it. There's a dog grooming one, so if you're a dog groomer, there you go. Let's check on page 3. There's the artist one. So if I scroll over here and click on it, it brings up even more templates. And this is based on the different pages of a website or a blog. So you've got home pages, you've got an about page right here, services and pricing, more about pages, an event page perhaps, gallery. And this is set up for maybe, an artist or a creative person. So perfect. But the thing is, you can create anything out of this. I just love the way this looks by default. I love the way it's set up and the colors that are used. So I've chosen this for the home page, and you're going to absolutely love this. So the template we want for the home page is called Home 3, and it's this one here. So click on that, and it brings up this page. And in here, if you see, you can scroll around and you can actually have a go with the website before you import it. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's incredible. Anyway, I'm getting excited. So let's now create the home page. And you can create the page directly here and import the template directly. So I'm going to type in home. And then I'm going to click on create page. So we're going to have a home page with your blog. This looks so much more professional than just a page that has your blog posts on it. And there we go, congratulations, this draft page was just created. Home. Perfect. And now let's click on Import Template. While we're here, let's click on Back to Template Kit, and we may as well import the About page that we're going to use for your About page. And you can use any of these ones here. Each one looks so good. So choose one that you like. You want to choose one of these that doesn't say Pro here because that's a paid version. There's no need to use these because we're customizing these to exactly how you like. So either About To, which is this one here, or the About one here. I'm just going to choose this one. And then again, enter your About page here and click on Create Page. Perfect, there you go. Let's now go to Pages on your toolbar and All Pages. And here you're going to see the pages that you've just created, About, Contact and Home, as well as some default pages that it's created for you. And you can just delete these if you want. It's completely up to you. I'm going to remove these because we don't need to use any of them. So I'm going to select all of them like that and then click on Move to Trash and apply. Now you'll see that you've got two pages that are named Home. Now one of these is your blog's post page. As you can see, this says Posts page here. So I'm going to change the name of this to Blog. And you can do this by just clicking on Quick Edit here and then changing the title by typing in here and then click on Update. You also want to change the slug here. So do that to Blog, just like that. And then Update. And there you go, you've got a home page, a blog page, contact and about. Okay, now let's go to home and click on edit. And now click the cross for any notifications that come up and then scroll down and you want to go to header here and you want to change the header style to minimal here. Then in page attributes, you want to make sure it's set to Elementor full width. Then click on publish at the top. Okay, fantastic. Then go to all pages again, and we're going to do the same for the about page. So go to about and edit, scroll down, header, header style, minimal, and then in page attributes, Elementor full width here. Then click on publish again at the top. And you've just changed your entire blog. You're going to absolutely love this. But before we take a look, we need to go over a couple of settings to make sure the foundations of your blog are properly set up. Now, a lot of people overlook this because to be truthful, they don't know what they're doing. But if you don't set up your blog settings the right way, your blog won't be found. So you'll just be writing blog posts that no one comes to and enjoys, and you don't want that. So let's go to settings on your toolbar and let's start in general. So for your site title and tagline, I'm just going to remove these. You can write whatever you want here, but I'll just remove these. You don't need them. And just so you know, you never want to touch these two things here. Do not change these, otherwise your blog won't work anymore. There's your email address, and everything else here is fine. So click on Save Changes, then go to Reading, and here your homepage displays. You want to make sure it's set to a static page, and for homepage, you want to select the home page that you just created, and posts page, make sure that's on the blog page that you've just changed. Then save changes and go to permalinks. And then this is really simple, just change this to post name, because as you can see here, it's a lot simpler the way this is laid out, or the URL that's used. So it'll be whatever your domain name is. So this is startyourdreamblog.com/about or /contact. Search engines also really like this. It'll make sure that your blog post comes up higher in the search results. So it's a really good idea to do this. So make sure post name is selected there. Then scroll down and click on Save Changes. And you're all done for your settings. Okay, are you ready to see your brand new blog? Let's scroll up here and view site. Wow, that looks incredible. You've also got a video playing here. How amazing does that look? I hope you're happy with this. It's literally taken minutes to do. This is looking so good. You've got a slider here with different images. This looks absolutely amazing. Look how good this looks. Little button there. And you can remove anything you want here. You can change things, you can move them around, change colors and text. It's completely flexible. Little testimonials area there. And that is going to be your footer with some really, really cool social media icons so people can visit your social media. Amazing. And at the top is your menu that it's created for you. And we're going to tidy this up so it looks better. You're not going to have travel or fashion or lifestyle. Unless you want to have that, you can have anything you want. There's some more social media icons there as well. And here is a logo. And I'll show you how to change that, edit it, and add in your own logo. And I'm going to also show you a really, really cool website that allows you to create a free logo for you to use. I hope you're excited to carry on creating your blog. I can't wait to show you what's coming up. This video here is just one of the amazing things that I'm going to show you how to change and edit. You can also have a picture here if you want to. So let's get going. So if we have a look at the finished blog, as you can see, I've got a really cool image here and a header and some writing. If I scroll down here, you've got a really cool area that tells people all about you and who you are, your story. It's got some social media icons here so people can visit the platforms that you're on. We've got this image slider here, which I think looks just incredible. And I'm creating a blog here, which is all about travel, because I love travel. So I've just created a little blog that tells people about my adventures and where I've been. And there's a button here that takes people to the actual blog page itself. And if I scroll down, there's the footer. I think this all looks so clean and tidy and fresh. It's a proper amazing looking blog. You've got a menu at the top here with home, about, and blog. So if I go to about, you've got a beautiful looking about page here with more information about you and a picture if you want to have one. And again, if you scroll down, you've got your footer again. I love this because it gets people engaging with your other content on all the other platforms that you're on. With platforms like Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, you want people to interact with your other content. It's really important to build that community and that brand and get everyone talking about you and loving the content that you create. And your blog page looks like this. Really simple and minimalistic and beautiful. And the sidebar has your recent posts Again, another section about you with social media icons. This is really, really easy to do. It takes no work at all, and I'm going to guide you every step of the way. So now let's start on the home page. So let's go to Pages on the toolbar and All Pages. Find your home and click on Edit with Elementor. And this brings up Elementor, which is the plugin or the tool that you're going to use to create your entire blog. And there we go, we're inside. And as you can see, as I scroll around, this lets you edit anything that you want. It's absolutely amazing. See, I can edit all this text here, all this writing. I can change images by clicking. And on the left here, you can just change the image there. It's just amazing. And there's that image slider right here. And again, all I do is click, and I can change that by adding in images, removing them, anything that I want. It's so flexible. So I'm really excited, as you can tell. So let's get going. I'm going to start by doing the header here with this video and this text here as well. And anything here is editable. You just click this icon here. See, as I scroll over, anything here, basically anything you scroll over that has this blue line, this blue outline here, is editable. And this is a nice little animation. You can change that as well. You can change the text, the font, the colors, pretty much anything you can see. So let's start with this header section here. This is the first section, and then you've got another section underneath. So let's start at the top. First, I'm going to give you a quick little tour of your toolbar on the left here and the important things that really you need to know about going forwards, so you know where everything is and you're not lost at any time in this video. So let's start on the toolbar. If you click these little dots up here, this will take you back to all of your widgets and different elements that you can use on your blog. You can have a look around, and there are so many different things to use here. You can play around. You've got Google Maps and icons and all kinds of things here. Buttons as well, which we'll be using a bit later. You can also search. So if I type in forms, that's that WP forms coming up there. You've also got on the left here, you've got some lines. If you click that, you've got some different options. I never actually use these, so you don't have to worry about those. But you can exit your dashboard by clicking on that if you ever want to. And you can view your page by clicking there if you ever need to as well. And go back by clicking the arrow, or of course just by clicking there. Down the bottom, you've got a few different icons and settings, navigator, history, responsive mode, preview changes, and update. The only two you really need to know about are history, which is really important. If you click on that, it will give you everything that you've done to your blog since you started, basically, or at least up until your last save. So if you ever need to undo anything, such as if you accidentally deleted an image or you changed some text or anything, you just come in here and click on something and it will go back to that state. So, if you ever, this is when I first started, editing started. The other thing is update, and that's basically saving what you've done to your blog. You always want to make sure to update every so often because, things do happen, technology messes up, so just make sure to always click on update to save what you've done. Okay, so now let's have a look at the finished blog, and this is what it looks like with a beautiful image on the background. And I've also done this text here, so I've changed that to travel blogger Theo Doddridge, that's me. And yeah, so let's go do that right now. So right now there's a video, and we want to change that, of course. So click on this icon in the middle. Up here on this little toolbar up here, you want to click on the little dots, edit section. This brings up the settings for that section. And in style, you've got a background here, and you want to click on the paintbrush. Right now it's on background video, and this is the link. This is the link to the video in the background, and right now it's a YouTube link. So if you do want to use a video, just paste your link in here and it'll play the video that you want. But we're going to use a background image for now, so I'm going to click on the paintbrush, which is the classic. And as you can see, it's changed the background image straight away, and this looks really, really good. I love it. So I'm going to change this image to the one that I want. And all you do is click here and then choose which image that you want to use. And you want to be in upload files here, and then click on select files. I've put together a pack of images for you that you can use completely free, and this is going to give you not only a head start, a really easy way to follow along with this video, but you can have this pack of images completely free and you can use them anywhere on your blog. And you just want to go to websites.madeeasy.tv/blog/start your dream blog. And when you're there, all you do is click on download here and it'll download that pack of images, and then you just find them here and open it up. So for the header, I'm going to use this beautiful images of the waves, and I think this looks really, really great. You can use any image here that you want to. These are all really nice. Beautiful canoe image, really lovely. I hope you like these. You can use any one you want, but I'm going to go with that one. So then click on that and click on choose, and it'll upload. Then just click on insert media, and it's put straight into your header. Here you've got some settings for the image. So position, you can change this to slightly change the position of the image. You see as I change this, it's changing the position very slightly, but this can make a difference depending on the image that you're using. You want to make sure attachment is set to fixed and size to cover, which is going to give this beautiful parallax effect here. If you click this arrow here, it makes it full screen so you can have a proper look at your website. That looks really, really nice. So the image stays in place when people scroll around. I love how that looks. And that's about it. Background overlay, actually that has applied a background overlay by default. So if I increase that, you'll see it darkens the image, and if I decrease it, it makes it brighter. I'm just going to keep it on about what it was. I quite like the look of that. And now let's do this text. That's even easier. All you do is click here or the pencil icon here to edit that. So click on that, and then in content you can write whatever you want here. So I'm going to put travel blogger because I'm creating a travel blog for this video, and then in style I'm going to change the typography here to Lato. I quite like using Lato, it's a clean minimalistic font. You can change the size using this slider here. So I'm just going to keep it to about that, and then the weight I'll change to about 400. I think that looks much nicer. The other settings you don't really need to worry about, so come out of there, and that's done. So now I'm just going to do the other text by clicking on it, and the same again, go to content and then write whatever you want here. I'm going to put Theo Doddridge because that's me, and then in style again, typography, Lato, and I'll change the weight to 300 for this one. Much better. So that's looking great. Now I'm not going to keep this button, but of course feel free if you do want to keep it. You can obviously keep it there, and you can edit it by just clicking. And you see as I clicked that, it's taking me down to another section below this. That's set to do that. But anyway, so you can click to edit it. And then on the left in the toolbar you can change the text here and add in the link to wherever you want it to go. As you can see, it's going to the Envato Kit 99 new collection, and that's one of the sections underneath. You can align it just like this, change the size, and all kinds of things, the style, the color, background color, text color, all kinds of things there. It's really easy. Again, just like anything else in Elementor, it's so straightforward. I'm just going to remove it though by right clicking here, and this brings up some options such as duplicate, copy, style, and here's delete. So I'm just going to remove that by clicking on delete. Perfect. Now I've noticed these elements are a bit too low, so I'm going to move those both up. So to do that, I want to edit this section which contains both of these elements. As you can see, this grey line is like a container. It contains both of these text elements. So I'm going to edit this by clicking here, and then in advanced I'm going to use, I keep forgetting which one, I think it's margin, isn't it? Yeah, it is margin. And you decrease that and it'll move those both up. I'm going to put it to about 60 and see what that looks like. That looks great. I'm also going to move that text up a bit so it's a bit closer to the other one. So I'm going to decrease that again. They come together a bit closer. I think that looks better. That looks great. Maybe a little bit less. Beautiful. There we go. And that's your header done. You've just completed your first section. Well done. So now let's go down to the next one. On the finished website, this is what it looks like. You've got a beautiful image here of the canoe going through the mountains and the lake, and then a bit about you and some social icons here, which I've added in. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Let's start on the image. This is so easy. You just click here to change it, and then click here to bring up your different images. Then go to Upload Files and select Files, just like before, and choose the image that you want to use. As I said, I'm going to use the canoe picture, so I'm going to choose that and upload it. And as you can see, you've got images here already, and these came with the templates that you imported with Elementor for your blog. So, feel free if you want to use any of these as well. These just came with the blog or the template, as I said, that you just imported. Okay, now insert media. Great, that's placed in there. And now I'm going to edit this text. Now this doesn't need editing, so I'm going to leave that as it is. I'm just going to edit this one, and just like before, I'm just going to write in what I want, just like that. And then in style, I'm going to change the typography again to Lato, change the weight to 300. You can change the size of this text if you want to. I'm just going to leave it as it is for this video. And yeah, and then the text underneath is exactly the same. You can edit that just like you've done. And now I'm going to add in these social media icons. So click here to bring them up and type in social media or social, and that will bring up these widgets here. Now the best one to use is this one. I think that looks the best. So I'm going to click and drag it over, and you can place it anywhere there's a blue line. You see these blue lines come up? That means you can place these icons or whatever you want to put in here where the blue line appears. So you've got pretty much unlimited options. So you just put that right there and it's placed in there. Now I'm going to align these to the left, and so these are the different social media icons or platforms that you've got in the widget at the moment, and you can add more by clicking on Add Item, and then from this drop down list here you've got absolutely loads to choose from. So I'm going to type in YouTube, and that gets added in there. You can move these about just like this and remove them by clicking the cross. You add in your social media link here. So if you're on Facebook, you'd add in your Facebook page or whatever profile link there, or your YouTube channel's link there. So that will enable people to go to your platforms and interact with you even more and join your community and see more of your content. This is really important to build your brand and awareness of what you're doing and your story. So that's really important and really good. So in shape, you can change the shape of the icons to square or circle. I'm going to leave them as rounded. I think that looks great. In style, I'm going to make these a little bit smaller in size. You can change the size of them here. I'm going to put them to about that size. And then in advanced, I'm going to use the padding on the left to move them over to the right a bit, just like this. So I'm increasing the left padding to move them over to the right. And you've just completed your next section. I love how quick and easy this is to do. It's fantastic. I hope you're happy and I hope you're excited. So let's go to the next section. What does it look like on the finished website? Here we go. It's this beautiful image carousel, and you can change images by clicking on these dots here. I love how this looks. It's so clean and minimalistic. It's really, really lovely. Below that you've got a button so people can view your blog. And this is great because you could have something really inspirational, some really, really nice images here of whatever you do. If you are a travel blogger, then you could have your different images in here and create some really inspiring montages or whatever in there. write down here where it is that you took the image, creating interest in what you're doing, and then you can enable people to view your actual blog. So that's a really, really good technique to get people onto your blog. So let's do that now. So let's go and do that now. So scroll down, and here's the image carousel. And this is really, really easy. You just click to edit that. And over here is where you can change the images. So all you do is click, and this goes into the gallery. And you can edit gallery or add to gallery. I'm going to edit, and I'm going to remove these by clicking the cross on each one. And then click on select files here to add in the images that I want to use. So I'm going to add in that one again, and this one, and just feel free to add in whichever ones that you want to use, just to follow along with the video and practice what I'm showing you how to do. You can always use your own images later on, or if you do have your own images, then of course use those. Then choose those images, and then they will upload. And there we go, they're uploaded. So this is what's going to appear in your carousel. So let's insert gallery, and they get placed straight in there. This looks absolutely amazing. They're resized and they're ready to go. There you go. They're resized perfectly in that carousel. So this looks absolutely perfect. And there's not much more that you have to do here. You've got some more options in additional options that you might want to look at. So you've got pause on hover, which means if someone hovers over an image, the carousel pauses and it doesn't carry on. This is quite a good idea because, you know, someone might want to look at an image more closely. So I'm going to leave that as yes. Autoplay is pretty cool because if someone goes to your blog, this carousel will automatically start scrolling and playing through the images. Autoplay speed is set to 5000. This is about 5 seconds per image. And infinite loop means it will carry on looping through the images. It won't stop at the end, it will just carry on. Effect is either slide or fade. If I change this to fade, you'll see that it's no longer a carousel, but a single image box that fades in between each image. I much prefer the slider, so I'm going to change that back. The animation speed is set to 500, and you can change the direction from left to right. So if you want to do that, that's there. And that's about it. You've also got in style a few different things that you can change, but I wouldn't worry about any of this. And in advanced, of course, you can change the margin and padding if you want to right there, depending on what sections you've got above and beneath this. You might want to change something there. So that's looking absolutely perfect, and I'm really, really happy with this. You can also change how the navigation looks. So at the moment it's on dots, but you can have arrows or arrows and dots, or you don't have to have anything if you don't want it. So that's there as well. And this carousel can have a link to anything that you want to. So you could link it to an image or another website or your blog or anything at all. So that option is there if you want to, but I'm just going to leave it as it is. So as I showed you on the finished website, we've got a button underneath. So let's add that in right now. This is so easy to do. All you do is click here to bring up your widgets again, and then find the button widget, which is this one. Click and drag that over and place it down here. And there you go. Now at the moment it's aligned on the left, so we want to align it center. And I'm going to change the size to medium. Let's try that. Yeah, that looks better. You can add in an icon even if you really want to. There you go. I'm just going to leave this as it is by removing this, clicking the cross like this. And you can obviously change the text here. So I'm going to put view blog. And you'd want to put the link to your blog in here. And the easiest way to do that is to bring up your website in a new window. When you've finished doing this, go over to your blog, and the link that you want to paste in there will be up here. This will be the link that you want to paste in there. It will say something like whatever your website domain name is. So this is startyourdreamblog.com/blog. So that will be what you want to copy and paste in here. So now I'm going to change the background color in style. And you can do this by going to the button here and changing the background color right here. And I'm going to use a nice like orange color here, something a bit like that. I think that looks pretty good. So as you can see, when we hover over it, nothing actually happens right now. But if you go to hover and go to background color again and change the color, so if I change it to this green, well, now hover over it, it changes. So that can look really, really good. I'm not going to keep the green, however. I'm going to change it to the orange again, and I'll just make it slightly darker or something like that. There we go. That looks pretty cool. And that's about it. In advanced, I could make the margin a bit lower, so to make this button go a bit lower, I might change that. But that's about it. I think that looks really, really good. Beautiful. Now people can get directly to your blog using this, as well as your menu at the top, which we'll be setting up a bit later. So let's go back and let's do the next section. So the next section is your footer. And you've got some beautiful social media icons again here. It's really important to try and get people to get to your other platforms and get involved in everything that you do. It's all about building up your brand and awareness of what you're doing, and building up that community and fans. So let's go do that right now. So in Elementor, scroll down and you'll see you've got these other elements, because these came with the template that we imported, and these look really, really good. I mean, this one right here looks beautiful. You've got different images with text underneath. And of course, this is an artist template, so this is great for a gallery or anything, but you could use this for different blog posts and images of maybe places that you've been to, or perhaps if it's a product, you can add in the images of the product and what it's called. It could be anything. Use your imagination, be creative. And there's a button here as well which can link to different pages again. So yeah, if you want to keep that, just keep it, but I'm going to remove it for this video. So I'm just going to click the cross here to remove these different sections, just like that. And this is a testimonials section. That's really, really good for social proof. So keep that if you want to, but I'm just going to remove this. And again, all of those sections are just as easy to edit as everything we've been doing so far. So here is the footer. So we've got some text, just like before, and your social media icons. And these icons are the same as the icons that we edited for the social media above in this little section here. Do you remember we did these ones? This is just as easy. It's the same widget, in fact. So all you do is click and add in the link here, or remove any that you don't want, just like this. So, and then you can add in more, just like that. Really easy and straightforward. Now I'm going to change the background image, so I'm going to hover over here and click this icon, and then click here to change that. And I'm going to use this canoe image again, so I'm going to insert that, and I think that looks pretty amazing. I'm going to change the attachment though to fixed, because I want this to have that parallax effect, which looks really good. And then all there is to do is change this text. So click on each of these texts here and change the typography to whatever that you're using. And that's your footer complete. That is looking absolutely amazing. One thing I've just noticed though, you see this button, so it's way too close to this section here. That doesn't look good at all. So let's go back, and all you do is click here to edit the footer section, go to advanced, and we are going to increase the padding, or no, the margin here. We're going to increase that so there's a gap in between those two sections, just like that. Make that about 50. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that's looking way better. Love that. I love how this is looking. I hope you're happy and excited for what you're creating here. This is a beautiful, beautiful blog that you're making. This is going to make all the difference. If you're looking to start a blog, this is going to give you such a good head start, and people are going to absolutely love looking around this. I mean, who wouldn't? It's absolutely beautiful. Now you've finished your homepage and it's looking absolutely amazing, I'm going to show you how to change your menu at the top here. So this is nice and minimalistic, and it's easy for people to look around. You're going to have home, about, and blog, and some social media icons here. I'm not including the contact page because I'm using the social media platforms for people to get in contact with me. If you do want a contact page, it's just like what we've been doing. you create the page and add in a contact template from the Elementor elements. So click on the lines on the top left and click on Exit to Dashboard to go back to your dashboard. Just make sure to click on Update first to save everything, and then go to Appearance and Menus, and by default you'll be in the footer menu here. You want to change this to Main Menu and then click on Select. There we go, and you'll be in the main menu, which is the menu at the top of every page. Now you'll probably have a few different pages here by default that's added for you because we imported the template, and you'll most likely have ones like lifestyle. All you do to remove them is click on this arrow and click on remove. So remove any pages that you don't want. You only want to keep home, about and blog. And if you haven't got those in here, you then click them here and add to menu, and they'll be added here. You can then click and drag to organize where you want them, just like this. I'm going to have home, about and blog, and then you're pretty much done. Then save at the top here, and let's have a look at your new menu. And there we go, that's the new menu done. You've got home, about and blog. You've got a search thing here and social media icons. So let's check that each page is showing the right menu. So about page is looking good, and the blog page is showing a different menu at the top. So we just need to go to the blog page and edit that. So if you just click on edit page here, then scroll down and find header, and then change the header style to minimal, and then update. And then click here to view the page. The menu is just how we want it, much better. And just before we do your about page, go to Appearance and Customize, and we're going to look at all the different settings for your website so we can customize it to exactly how you want. And I just want to show you where everything is, so going forwards you can change or edit anything you want with your website and blog. So all of these different settings do something completely different. So you've got homepage settings here, where you can change the homepage and blog page. You've got general settings, which general styling, colors and primary color, which we'll be getting into in a minute. General settings, there's a lot you can do here. And I won't be covering everything because that would probably take hours, but you can take a look around and see what you like and go from there. It's really easy, don't worry about it. But for now, just follow along and do what I do. So let's first change the menu colors, because right now when you scroll over it, it's a purple. And personally, I don't really like this, so I'm not going to have that color when I scroll over. So to change that, you want to go to General Options and then General Styling. And then the primary color here is the color that those menu items change to. Now I'm just going to change this to the orange color that we used for that button. I think this looks really nice. So now when I scroll over, it's that nice orange. I think that looks much better. And again, to save everything, when you're doing this, you want to click on Publish at the top here. Now go back by using this arrow. And now I'm going to show you how you can change this logo up here. So now if you've got your own logo, that's perfect. If you haven't, no problem. I'm going to show you how to remove this and type in a logo if you want to have a text logo. And I'm also going to show you a quick little nifty way to create a really simple logo if you want to create a really simple quick logo that you can just place here instead of typing one in or whatever you want. So go to header and then logo, and in here is where you can change this logo. So this is a logo that's an image, so if we click on change logo here, it's going to take us to our media library. And then from here you'd go to upload files and select files to upload your logo. And then you would just select it and upload it. And it does have a suggested image dimensions for your logo, which is 164 by 45 pixels. So I'd try and keep your logo to as close to that as possible, because then it'll fit in your header much nicer. And if it's too big, your menu may be moved around, things might not look quite right. So for now though, I'm going to click on remove, and you'll see that that logo disappears. So you can keep it like that, this looks great, or you can go back and go to site identity, and in your site title, if you type anything in here, so if I type in my name, Theo Doddridge, And then if I click on publish to save everything and then refresh this page, you'll see that that will now be the logo. There we go. And I think this looks really, really good. And you can also edit it by going to typography and then logo. And all of these settings are going to change how this looks. So if I go to font size here and change this to, let's say, 35, it gets bigger. So personally, I think this looks really, really good actually. You could just keep it like this, but I'm now going to show you a really, really cool way that you can create a free logo if you want to. So open up a new window and go to Logo Maker, and that's logomakr.com, and it should take you here. So click on the cross to get rid of that, and then just go through these. It's a little how to use the website, and this little website is actually really useful if you want to make a free little logo for your blog or website. So here you can search for anything. So I'm just going to type in something random like travel. And it sends back lots and lots of different images that I can use. And any one of these could potentially be a logo. When you find one that you like the look of, just click on it and it gets dropped in your dashboard here. You can then resize it if you want to and move it about. You can change the whole color if you want to by change color here, and then on the right you can change the color by moving this and changing it to any color that you'd like. Change the opacity. It's really flexible. For something free, it's pretty great. You can also add text by clicking on the text here and then resizing this to however big you want it. You can then move it about using this icon and then typing whatever you want in here. Now this is obviously a pretty basic logo. I'm just showing you the options that you've got. A free way of creating something without having to spend any money at all. It's pretty good considering this is completely free and you can just use this straight away. And then from here, if you wanted to use this logo, you'd go up here to save logo and then just say no thanks, you don't want to pay for it, and then it'll download. Now if you are going to use a logo using this website, you need to just give Logo Maker some credit somewhere on the website. And if you need advice to know how to properly do this, you can just click here and it gives you a quick tutorial on exactly how you can do that. And then as I said before, to upload this logo, you would just go to header and then logo and you'd upload it here. Super easy and simple. And I just wanted to give you another way of doing things and to show you there's so much flexibility. Now I'm not going to use a logo on here. So I'm just going to remove this text to have it blank like that. I think this looks really, really good. So I'm going to go back again and I'm going to go to footer bottom and then I'm going to disable this because right now at the bottom below your footer you've got this, which is another kind of little menu, and you've got some copyright information right here. But I don't really want this, so I'm going to disable this and then that will disappear. Okay, now I want to show you how you can edit this social menu up here. So let's go to header again and then social menu. And in here you can enable or disable the social menu. You can choose whether you want it simple or colored or minimal. Simple I think looks the best. You can choose whether to open the social platform in a new window or the same window. I'm going to choose new window. And you've got a few other options here such as the color, and then you add your links in here. So for Twitter or Facebook or anything that you use, just add in your URLs for different platforms in here. And if you don't want one of these showing, just get rid of this hash and it will remove it from your social menu. Simple. Then publish and go back. Now I don't want this search icon here, this little magnifying glass, so I'm going to remove this. So let's go to header and then menu, scroll down and find the search icon here and just disable that and then click on publish, go back and then go to general, and you want to set the style here to minimal. and then publish again. And now you're all done. So now click on the cross to exit. And now we're going to get into creating blog posts, and I'm going to show you the best way of doing it. The quickest way, the simplest way. So let's go to posts here and all posts. And you'll find that you've got a lot of default posts created here, and that's because we imported the templates earlier. So I'm going to click here to select all of them, and then click on Move to Trash and Apply. Alright, so all of those blog posts have gone, and I've just created a blog post because I want to show you what a finished blog post looks like. So this way it can give you a better view of how you can put them together, how they're created, how they're structured. So let's click on Edit here, because after I'm going to then take you through exactly how to do this, how to create a blog post. Because there are lots of different creative things that you could do, and I'm just going to show you a few ways that you can get creative, make your blog posts look really, really nice. And yeah, then you can go from there and create pretty much anything that you want. So this is the finished blog post. I've just put together a simple but really nice looking post, and I'm just using demo text here. Doesn't say anything obviously, but this is just demo text, and I'm using some images of a beautiful sailing boat. And this reminds me of when I went sailing, and because I used to sail yachts and deliver yachts around the world. I used to sail around the world, which was an amazing lifestyle, a really beautiful thing to do. Amazing way to see the world as well, if anyone is wanting to get out and see the world. But so this blog post shows a couple of these pictures, a main picture here and some text to the right of that. So let's go through and have a look. So this is your blog post title up here. And then in here is the main content of your blog post. So everything down here is what people are going to read, what is the main structure of the blog post. And this text here, all of this is just a paragraph or different paragraphs put together. So that's 1, 2, and 3. I'm sure you know that. And then here is a heading. Now this is called heading 1. So if I scroll up here, you can see there's different sized headings here, and this one is heading 1. See, it's just cancelled that. So if I then, it's actually made into a paragraph. So if I now, there you go, click heading 1, it makes it into a heading. So that's really easy. So any text here, you can, if you want to make any kind of text into a heading, you just write whatever you want, highlight it, and then highlight it, and then scroll up here and make it into a heading, any type that you want. So that's super easy, obviously. And then this really cool looking section is called a block quote. And when you actually see the finished blog post, you'll see what that looks like exactly. So it just gives you this blue line at the moment, but this is called a block quote. So if I highlight this text and then scroll up again, you can see block quote has been selected. So if I undo that and then scroll back down, see it's taken that off. And now if I click on it again, block quote, easy. Another paragraph right there. All of this is obviously super easy. You've got all of these tools up here to do anything that you want. And let's go through these. So again, you've got your headings and paragraph here. You can bold text, you can italicize it, you can make a bullet list, numbered list, block quote like I've just shown you. You can align the text however you want, and you can create links. This is how you create links. So if I was to highlight some text here, so if it said click here to go to my YouTube channel, let's say, you'd highlight that text, click here or something, then you would click on this, and then you would put the YouTube channel link in here. So your YouTube channel link would go in here, then apply, and you're all done. To remove the link, you just click that. That is an insert read more tag, which can be really useful, but you don't really need that at the moment. But again, if you put your mouse wherever you want it, so I'm going to have it where the cursor is there, and I inserted one of those. See, that inserts this dotted line and more. So what that does is when someone reads the post, they have to click a button that says read more, and then the rest shows up. So it can make things look quite clean and tidy, but to be honest, you don't really need it when you're creating a blog post like this. So we'll remove that. You've got add media button here, but I'm going to show you a much better way of doing it. And this button toggles a few more tools down here. So you've got text color, that can be pretty cool to play around with. You've got some lines and all kinds of random stuff here. So, have a look. There's an undo and redo button there as well. So yeah, just play around and see what you like. Let's now go down here and I'm going to show you a few more things that you can do. Now this image here and this text, they are both called a media and text block because they're actually together. So you have an image to the left or to the right and then some text, and the text kind of goes around the image. It looks really nice, especially when we're going to check out the blog post in a minute. This is, as you know, a paragraph. You see it's coming up with paragraph at the top here as I scroll over it. And these two images are a little gallery. I've just added a little gallery of a couple of images at the bottom. And you can add as much as you want here. You can add more stuff. You see as I scroll down here, a plus icon appears. And if you click on that, you get all of these different blocks come up. If you scroll down, you've got all kinds of different things. Absolutely, pretty much an unlimited supply of tools to make your blog posts look however you want them to look. You've got so much flexibility. And I'm not going to go through all of these. It would take me hours to just show you everything. But things are pretty much as they look. The audio block lets you add some music or an audio file. Perhaps someone can download that music or file. You can add a heading, media and text like I've just showed you, paragraph, an image, a gallery. That's the block quote again. And there's all kinds of things here. And the best way to see everything or know how everything works, just look around. Literally just look around and have a go with things. See what they do and how they work. That's the best way forwards to find out what works for you. So now I'm going to show you exactly how to create a blog post like this. So let's go to post on the toolbar here and then click on add new. Okay, this is what a blog post looks like. It's like a blank canvas. This is where you put the title of your blog post, and in here is all the content of your blog post. So really simple. So let's add a title in. And for now, you can always just follow along with what I'm doing just to get the hang of things. You can create the same blog post as me, or if you want to, create your own blog post and just follow the steps that I'm doing, adding in your own content. So I've done the title of my blog post right there, and now I want to add in the content. So you can either start, as it says, start writing, or choose a block, whatever. So to choose a block, you would go onto the add block icon here, click it, and you can add a block in. What I'm going to do just to start with is add some content in. I've just copy and pasted some content. So basically I just write some content in. So just pretend that I've written both of these. That's all I've done. But I've just pasted them in. Okay, so that's the first bit of my blog post. And if you ever need to, by the way, pause this video and carry on when you're ready. So now to add in the blocks, I would scroll up here, click on here to add a block in, and let's add in a media and text block. So that's going to be the image and the text to the right. So I'm going to add that in, and it's going to add in above this because the plus icon was just slightly above. So I'm going to move it down using these arrows here. So I'm going to click this one, move down. Then I'm going to, you can either upload your image or go to your media library. So I'm going to go to my media library and I'm going to add this image in here, and I'm going to select that, and then that gets added in straight away. Already looking really, really cool. So then it's simple. You just type in more content here, and again I'm going to just paste in some content. And yeah, I guess this might happen. The text has become really, really big. And this is just normal, it sometimes does that. So over on the right here, you've got settings for each of your blocks. So right now, this is a paragraph block. So on the right are the settings for this. And this is the font size. So I'm going to reduce this. To about that. Something like that. There we go. Perfect. Now you've also got drop cap here, which looks really cool. If we add that in, there we go. So it basically bolds and makes the first letter of the first word really big. Looks really, really cool. I like that quite a lot. You've also got color settings here. So this is the background color of the text, or the text color itself. I'm not going to change the text color or the background color. I'm just going to leave it as it is, but that's there if you want it. And I think that's about it. You've got document settings here as well, but that applies to the whole blog post. So if you want to, you can make the visibility of the blog post public, or you can save it as a draft and make it private, so if you don't want people to see it yet. You can add in categories here and tags. It's got some default categories because of the template that we added earlier. I'm not going to use any categories or tags, but they can be useful if you want people that are reading one type of blog post to find your other blog posts. So for example, for this travel blog post, I could create a category. There's one here actually, travel, and then I could add all my other travel blog posts to this category, so then my readers would see every other blog post. It just makes sure that your blog posts are found more easily. Now you've also got featured image here, and this is really important because the featured images, it's the image that people see on the blog itself of that blog post. So if we go to the finished website and have a look, so this is the featured image, this big image right here, and it's the featured image of this blog post. So I hope that makes more sense now. And this is clickable to go to the blog post itself, and so's the header or the title here. So we definitely want to add in a featured image because this looks amazing. So click on set featured image, and you can either add one from your media library or go to upload files and select a file that you want to use. So I know what I want to use. I want to use this beautiful waves image again, so I'm going to select that, and that gets added in straight away. Beautiful. Okay, so let's scroll down, and I'm going to add in some more blocks below. See, as I scroll below this block here, the plus icon appears to the left. You've also got some options here. You can add in your recently used blocks here if you want to. So you've got a add media and text, add image, and an add a gallery. And actually I want to add a gallery I think in a minute, so I might do that. But for now I'm going to add in a paragraph. And again I'm just going to paste in some text. Perfect. And then I want to add in another block. So again, you may need to click off this to get the plus icon up again. So there it is. So you click on that, and I'm going to add in a gallery. There it is. And you again, remember you can move these up or down using these arrows. I'm going to move it down, and then I'm going to go to media library and choose the images that I want in my galleries. And I want these two, so I'm going to select those two and then create a new gallery here. And then insert gallery, and my gallery is made straight away. It's so quick and easy. Perfect, and it does give you the option to add more images to the gallery if you want to. Alright, so it's that easy. That's all you have to do for your blog post. I mean, there's a lot more to it if you want to get more technical, but this looks beautiful as it is, guys. You really don't need to do anything else. The only other thing you want to do to this blog post is go to your header here, and then header style you want to change to minimal. That will make sure that your new menu at the top looks the same as every other page. And that's about it. That's all you have to do. Remember, you can make things clickable and add links in. You can click this image and edit it using this pencil icon. You've got all kinds of options here. If you wanted to quickly duplicate an image, that's there as well. But for now, this looks amazing. So I'm just going to click on publish at the top here, and then publish again, and you're done. We're done creating this blog post. So if we now go and have a look at our blog and this brand new blog post, go up here and open up in a new tab or a new window. Amazing. This looks so good. I hope you're happy with this. So proud of you, by the way. I mean, not many people do this. I hope you're aware that you're doing something that not a lot of people actually get to do. You're doing so well done. So let's go to your blog now. And there we go. This is how your blog is looking. Now you might be wondering, why are there two blog posts up here that look a bit odd? They shouldn't be there, and I'll explain that in a minute. You're right, they shouldn't be there. and we've got duplicate blog posts as well. So I'm going to show you how to clean that up in a minute. But this is the blog post you just created and it's looking absolutely amazing. I hope you're happy. Let's click on continue reading, and there we go. Absolutely amazing. You should be really proud. This looks beautiful. And then you've got some sharing things here as well. Please share this. So it gives people lots and lots of choice of where they can share your blog post. This is so important. And in fact, this is one of my tips in this video. Being able to share your content around social media is the biggest thing right now that you can do to grow your brand and get people aware of your story and your blog. If you can get just 1 or 2 people to share your blog post on their social media, that means, just think about how many friends people have on social media now, how many followers they have. That means all of their followers and all of their friends are going to see your blog post. So you definitely want to make the best use of these sharing buttons. People can also leave comments here. How good is that? You can start creating a thriving community on your blog. So that is really exciting in itself. And here's the sidebar that we created earlier. You've got some recent posts here and a quick about me right there. And remember, you can change this in the widgets on your toolbar, and I'll show you that again right now. So back in WordPress, go to Appearance and Widgets, and this is where you can change all of that. You go to Widgets and then the About Me section right here, and you can change that right there. You can add in your links to the social media there and change the image here. You just upload an image using the media library if you want to, whatever you want. So you can add in an image of you. Let's say I'll add in whatever, let's try this one, and then insert, and then you can save it at the bottom. In fact, it's already saved, but you can click save there and we're done. So remember, we had duplicate blog posts and we had 2 blog posts at the top. They shouldn't have been there. Now there's a couple of things that you need to do, and these are really, really important to remove those blog posts at the top. So the first thing is go to plugins here and then installed plugins. Scroll down and you are looking for the Ocean Posts slider, which is this one. So this is the plugin that's causing those posts at the top to show up on top of your already created posts. So what you want to do is just click on deactivate, and then if you want to, you can delete it because we don't really need it, but I'm just going to leave it as it is, just like that. And then you want to go to Pages and All Pages and find your blog page and click on Edit. So now scroll down and you're looking for these custom fields here. Now if you haven't got these up, you want to scroll up again and find screen options at the top here and make sure custom fields is ticked, and then it'll show up. So in the custom fields, you want to scroll down and you want to find this setting here, Ocean Display Header, and it should have this code in here, Ocean Post Slide ID 287. Again, this is what's causing those posts to come up, so just delete that and you're all done. That's all you need to do. Let's just check the rest. So that's it. That's all you need to do here. And then just make sure to update your blog page. And if we now go and check our blog, it should be looking amazing, and there we go. Much, much better. So it's not showing those ridiculous blog posts at the top that shouldn't be showing up. And if I just click on this blog post, again, normal, beautiful. And there we go. This is the blog post that we created earlier. Like I showed you before, absolutely amazing. I'm so happy with this. And I hope you are too. I hope you're having fun doing this and excited for what you can accomplish going forwards. Now you've now got the knowledge to create any type of blog post that you can think of. Videos, images, anything really. So perfect. Now let's go back to our dashboard and I'm going to show you the last step to creating this beautiful blog, which is your About page. And after that, I'm going to share with you some quick tips of my own to make sure that your blogs are getting out there and people are going to be reading them. Right, this is the finished About Me page on the blog. And I'm really, really happy with how this looks. I think it's just beautiful. This whole blog is just looking amazing. And Again, this About Me page is really, really easy to do. It's probably going to take us maximum 5 to 10 minutes to do this. Less, probably 5 minutes. It's so quick. And I mean, all of this you know how to do already. This is just an image in the background. You know how to do that. And then the text here. So that's going to be a few seconds. You've got some text here and some text here that you can just edit. Another image to the right of that you can change if you want to. And then this is your footer. And in fact, this footer we can make so we don't have to create again and again. And I'm going to quickly show you how to do that, which takes a few seconds again. Everything's so quick. So let's go and do that now. So first, let's go to Pages and All Pages. And then go to your home and click Edit with Elementor. Then when you're in there, scroll right down to your footer, this one, and then go here, right click, and click on Save as Template. Now I'm going to name this footer. And this is going to enable us to use this anywhere on the blog. So we don't have to create it again, like I said. So now click on Save. Beautiful, so that is now in your templates, and you can insert this anywhere you want. So come out of there and go back to your dashboard by clicking here and exit to dashboard. Now go to All Pages again and find the About page, and let's now click Edit with Elementor for that. And we're going to get this page done. So here it is. Let's make this full screen. So what have we got? We've got an image, text again like I said, and text here and image, and then you've got some more sections underneath that which you can keep, you can use, so you know, see what you like and whatever. You can remember you can also go back to the templates by clicking on the plus here. Anywhere you want to add anything new in, you can click on the plus. Okay, so if I click on the plus and then click here, it will take me to Envato Elements. If I click here, I can add my own templates as well as an Elementor template. So there are so many options for you to play around. So be creative, play around and see what you like. So for now I'm going to carry on with the blog that I'm showing you because I think this is just amazing and I'm loving the look of it. I don't want to add anything else. So first things first, let's change this header image and the text. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this text here. I don't want to use that, so I'm going to right click on it and click delete, just like that. I'm then going to change the background image next by clicking here, going to style and then clicking here to change the image. And it takes me into the media library. So for this video I'm just going to use any image, but if you want to use one of your own images, you can upload file and obviously select files. So just for this video, I'm just going to choose one of these really beautiful photos that came with the template. Let's just go with this one and then insert media. There we go. And I'm going to keep that as fixed because I love the parallax effect. I'll move this to top center. That'll do, that looks pretty good. Remember you've got a background overlay which you can change the opacity, and this for these header images you can really create some really cool looking effects, and the way this looks, it looks really, really great. There we go. So that's the header done already. Now I'm going to scroll down. Oh, actually I want to change this text, so I'm going to click on that and then style, typography, and I'm just going to change the font to, I'm going to change the font to Lato, and the weight 300, and that's it. And obviously you can go to advanced and you can move this up if you want to. I'm going to do it slightly by going to margin bottom. No, wrong one. That brings the section underneath up. So it's padding bottom. No, it's not. So even I get confused sometimes, guys. Just there we go. You just play around with it. There we go. It's margin top. So that makes it go up slightly. In fact, that makes the section smaller. Anyway, that's looking great. There we go. Love it. So next, scroll down, and I'm going to change this text here. So if we quickly look on the finished website, we've got one heading there, and the rest is like paragraph text. So that's simple enough. So in Elementor, I'm going to remove this text here by right-clicking and clicking on delete, and then I'm going to change this text and just write in whatever I want. Perfect. Then I'm going to go to style, change the font again. You know how to do this already. Pretty simple, isn't it? Then 300 for the weight, and I'm done. I'm not going to change this text. I'm just doing this for the video, you know. I don't need to write anything really here. But obviously you'll want to write a description about yourself. Maybe what's your story? Why are you creating a blog? What are you writing about? Give people some clarity on, you know, why you're doing this, what your content is about, you know. Tell them about what you're doing. Just get them excited and just so they can get to know you a bit more. Next is this picture here. So all you do obviously is click it and then click here to edit. So I'm going to click that, and I've just used a general photo for this. You know, I'm just showing you how to do this. So I'll just for an example, I will use, I'll go to upload files, select files, and here we go. I'll use this one right here. So choose that. Great, and then insert media. And that's the image done. I'm going to go to style, and I'm going to change the opacity here because as you can see it's a little bit dark, so I'm just going to lighten that up, get rid of that opacity pretty much. That looks much better. And there are so many options to play around with. You know, Elementor is so flexible that there are unlimited ways to create a post or a page. Anyway, that's looking absolutely amazing. So let's scroll down, and as I said, you've got other sections here. I'm going to remove these, but feel free to use them if you want to. So I'm just going to remove these, and then there's your footer again, but we're not going to use this because we've already created a footer, so I'm going to remove that. Then I'm going to click on the middle icon, add a template, and then my templates here, and you'll find your footer at the bottom, which we saved earlier. So then just click on insert and click no, because this will import the settings for that section. If you click on yes, it'll import the settings as well, which will change. It could change the entire look of the page, so you don't want that. So just click on no. And there we go, there's your footer. So we make it full screen. That looks absolutely amazing. I mean, how long did that take us? A few minutes? Amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. Love it. So I think we're done. That's our whole blog completed. So let's update to save everything. Update at the bottom to save everything that you've done. I've got to say, I'm really proud of you. If you've got this far in the video, I congratulate you, because not many people have the perseverance and the confidence to go ahead with this. So what you've just done is a huge achievement, so really well done. So let's go back to the dashboard by clicking here and then exit to dashboard, and let's take a look at your beautiful new blog. Let's click here and open the blog up. So how's this looking? Pretty incredible. I'm so happy with it. I really hope you're happy. This is just absolutely amazing. This is the start of something really, really amazing for you. I'm so excited. And I really, really want to hear from you. Please, in the comments, let me know what you've created by using this video. I would love to see your different blogs and what you've come up with, what images, what your blog's about. We would love to know at Websites Made Easy. So tell us in the comments what you've created. And share your blog to everyone else. It would be great to see what you've created, as I said. So that's the home page. Let's click on About page that we've just done. Incredible blog. And there's your blog. Well, at the moment, obviously, I've only got one blog post. But when you've got multiple blog posts, they'll just be underneath each other. Let's click on this blog post. Oh, it's just so clean and sophisticated. I love it. And people can leave a comment and grow your community. It's amazing. So you've finished creating your blog and it's looking absolutely amazing. Now you're ready to start creating more blog posts and bringing people in to read those blog posts and engage with each other and grow that community. Now this is a really, really exciting time for you because the opportunities are pretty much limitless. But what do you do now to get people onto your blog? What's the next step? You can create your blog posts with the hope that people will visit your blog and read them. But what are some really good ways to get people's attention and get them directly visiting your blog? Now I'm going to share with you just a couple of ways that you can do this. And they're proven ways to grow a brand, grow a community, and start building that up. And they're really easy and they're very well known. And one of them is Facebook. Nearly everyone in the world has Facebook. But what you can do to differentiate yourself is have a Facebook page. A Facebook page is going to be like an extension of your blog. If you create a Facebook page and build it up, you can then link every post that you create to that page. So that will automatically bring people onto your blog. And this is our Facebook page at Websites Made Easy. Really easy to create. It's so essential to do this. If you were to do one thing after this video, I would recommend that you go and create a Facebook page and start building that up. Because as you can see, you can do posts on your Facebook page, and these can be little snippets of the blog posts that you create on your blog. So that's my first tip. The other thing that you can do is have an Instagram account. Now, other than Facebook and YouTube, Instagram is probably the third biggest social platform in the world. And of course, Instagram is all about posting photos as well as videos. So it makes sense to be on Instagram if you're a blogger. And again, it's really easy to start. You can actually log in with your Facebook, or you can create an account using your email. But once you've got an Instagram account, so one of those posts could be a photo from your blog post. So that's another way of linking your blog post with your hundreds or thousands of followers on your Instagram account. Of course, you'll need to build this up. It's not going to happen overnight, but doing these things builds your brand up, and that is one of the most important things to do in this modern day of technology and the internet. Now, my third and final tip is called Canva, and this is an incredible tool for creating all kinds of content, such as, here we go, you can create Facebook posts, YouTube thumbnails, you can even create logos on here, social media posts, posters, covers, all kinds of things here. And I use this myself for my own social media platforms, and it's working absolutely amazingly for me. Once you create an account, you just click on Create a Design, and you can choose what kind of design you're looking to create. So an Instagram post, let's go with that. And then you'll be in this screen, and you can choose from all kinds of templates here that you can then go on and customize. So let's just pick one at random here. Let's just go with this one for an example. So this would be ideal if you've got a product that you're selling. So it says end of season sale, get 50% off. This would be a really, really cool Instagram post, and you could then link that to your shop or to your blog or to the product itself. And as you can see, all of this is editable. You can move it around, you can change the background picture. It's all completely customizable. This is a hugely popular tool, and it's so useful if you're a bit stuck for creating posts on Facebook or Instagram. This gives you everything you need to do those really inspiring posts that get people to click and visit your website or your blog. On the left, you've got a toolbar with different elements, text, all kinds of text here. It's so amazing. And all you do is click on it to add something in. So there you go, you just click and it adds anything you want in here. It's really, really amazing. You can upload your own images, like I've done here. There's that image of that canoe again, and you can then resize and just make it exactly what you want. And remember, there's all kinds of different platforms that you can use. From Facebook posts, even documents, presentations, letters, or personal things like birthday cards and photo collages. It's really, really amazing. So I really recommend that you have a look around here and see what you can create. So I really, really hope you've enjoyed this video and it's helped you a lot. You can find all our other videos over on our YouTube channel. We create videos all the time to help you create an online business and to make your dreams a reality. If this video has helped you, please give me a like and subscribe if you want to see our other content coming up. We've got some amazing plans that I know that you don't want to miss. So thank you for watching. My name's Theo, and I'll see you in the next video.